Hi everybody, good morning. My name is Nick Philpott. I am the main show host from a podcast called The Red and Blue Review, a Crystal Palace podcast that will be broadcast live every Sunday night on Facebook, normally about 8 p.m. It also goes out on the Monday morning as a full podcast, of which you can actually go and have a look at our complete back catalogue at the redandbluereview.co.uk. Feel free to jump on. Obviously, I'm aware that most of you are away fans, so unlikely that you're going to do so, but we welcome support, we welcome comments from all the footballing community, and you'll be very welcome to come on and join us. So, looking ahead to this evening's game, live at Selhurst Park, 6 p.m. kickoff. Sadly, behind closed doors, but under the lights, and it was always one of those fixtures I used to really look forward to when they came out on the fixture list day. Obviously, we'd always look out for the Brighton game first, but all the London derbies to me are very special, especially when they're under the lights. And West Ham bring with them a great support, and I really enjoy when they come to Selhurst Park because it makes for a great atmosphere. So it's going to be an interesting game tonight. West Ham are having a cracking season so far, much better than I anticipated. I thought they would struggle for a while this season, but no, they've proved me wrong. Shows you what I know about football. They're doing really well. I think you're something like 6 or 8 points above us in the league. So we're looking for an opportunity tonight to close the gap maybe and hopefully bring something and push up the table just a little bit, because we're hovering a little bit too close to the relegation zone for my liking, and I'm not very comfortable. So well done for your season so far. So on to tonight's game then. My understanding is that this will be the lineup that Hodgson will choose. In goal, Vicente Guaita. Now, if you don't know anything about Vicente, he's a really good quality Spanish goalkeeper. Well worth having a look at him. He's pulled off some quality saves this season. Joel Ward at right back, talisman for Palace. Is in his 10th season, so I'm hoping next year he'll have a testimonial for Palace. One notable absentee this evening, and somebody you'll know very well, is James Tomkins. Now, I wanted to, even though he's not playing tonight, I wanted to touch on James Tomkins, because if I was a West Ham fan and I see how regularly he plays for the Palace team, and the fact that how many appearances he's made for Palace now, and the fact that he only cost us 10 million quid, it was an absolute bargain, and I'd be gutted if I was a West Ham fan. He's a good quality defender, so thanks very much for him, boys. Replacing him is somebody else that you'll know. Cheika Kouyaté will be back in the lineup this evening, is my guess, playing alongside the experienced Gary Cahill. Now, Cheika Kouyaté has been playing central midfield, central defence most of the season, and he's actually had a really good season there. So Kouyaté alongside Cahill is an interesting pairing. On left back, now there's one guy you won't be familiar with at left back. His name is Tyrick Mitchell, young 19-year-old, another product from our academy. Now, if you remember a couple of seasons ago when Aaron Wan-Bissaka made his debut and he broke into the Palace team and then went on for his mega move to Man United for 50 million quid, well, we got another one. Okay, this off the production line, and his name is Tyrick Mitchell. He will follow the same vein as Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Make no mistake, he's a quality left back. Enjoy him tonight. I hope he has a good game this evening. Across the midfield, we'll have Townsend on one side and Zaha on the other side. Zaha coming back into the fold. He had a minor knock, so he missed the Man City game. In the middle of that, you'll have Luka Milivojevic and the very experienced James McArthur. Now, up top, okay, alongside the new signing, somebody that, again, I know that the West Ham fans were particularly interested in, was Ebery Eze. Eze is the guy that we signed from West Ham. He chose Palace over West Ham. Normally, whenever Palace are linked with a player, West Ham are always there, and it was no different with Eze, but he chose to stay in South London as opposed to come to you guys. So he's a really integral part of what we're going to be doing in the future. A Zaha replacement. Make no mistake, a Zaha replacement. The guy glides with the ball stuck to his foot. Enjoy him, because I know there's rivalries apart. This guy is a quality player and real one for the future. Now, up top's a different one, an interesting one, because quite frankly, I don't know who he's going to play. You know that Jordan Ayew likes a goal against West Ham. Think about the London Stadium a couple of seasons ago. He likes a goal against West Ham and that late VAR decision. Benteke has also had a better season this season. And also we've got Chelsea's Loni Batshuayi. So he has he's blessed with some riches up top. but how he's actually going to play it, I don't know. So my guess would be Guaita, Ward, Kawate, Cahill, Mitchell, Townsend, Zaha, Milivojevic, MacArthur, Eze, and probably Benteke, I would think starts. Okay, Palace are also going to be without their recent signing, Jean-Philippe Matata, the French forward. He's still waiting for his work permit to come through. Now, Palace have been very short on goals all season. Zaha's got most of the ones that we have scored, so he won't play. West Ham, I see, are on a great run. They've not lost since before Christmas and have won their past 3 league games and are also into the 5th round at the FA Cup. So good on you guys. Okay, good for a London team. Palace, however, are not playing that well. Okay, they've become really awkward to beat, especially at home. The Eagles have been on a long break over the last few weeks. They actually haven't played since the 17th of January when they play Man City. So if they're not going to be ready for this one, they're not going to be prepared for this one, they're never going to be. Hodgson's men are without a goal in 4 hours and 15 minutes of all competitions. And Palace are without a win in 19 league games against sides starting in the top half, drawing 6 and losing 13. Palace have only triumphed in 4 of the last 22 home league derbies, drawing 6 and losing 12. The exact same record, interestingly, that West Ham have got in away league derbies. That's very odd. 8 of the last 11 home league goals have been scored in the first half, with 8 goals and 2 assists from Wilfried Zaha. So as you can see, heavily dependent on Zaha. How do I think tonight's game is going to go? Well, it's going to be an interesting one. It really depends on what Palace team turns up. Okay, it's as simple as that. I know West Ham are a quality team. West Ham have been playing some beautiful football this season. Still ultra jealous about Gerard Bowen. Okay, I think you got another one for the future there. I wish we'd signed him. Okay, but fair play to you guys. I know he's on massive contracts over there. Palace this evening. If Zaha's in the game, if Zaha's playing well, and I know he loves playing against you, and I know you guys hate him playing against you. If Zaha's really in the game and he doesn't get wound up, okay, and he doesn't, I don't know, is Nolan going to kick the crap out of him or whatever, okay? A lot of it depends on Zaha, as always. But, okay, and this is the big but, Ebrey Eze. Watch out for Ebrey Eze. Really, really interesting guy that we've got from QPR. I know that you're going to be impressed with what you see of him. So if you've got Zaha on one side and Ebrey going through the middle and Townsend even putting some balls into the box for Benteke, you might have a problem. However, goal scoring has been our problem, as I've already alluded to this season. So my prediction is West Ham are on a great run, Palace are on a poor run. So my prediction is we will score. Okay, we will score 1 tonight. I also expect West Ham to score. So my prediction for this evening is 1-1. Like I said at the beginning, don't forget to drop onto redandbluereview.co.uk, or better still, come and join us live on Sunday night. And because it is live, we are the only Palace podcast that is live. All the rest of them are pre-recorded podcasts. Pop on and say hello. We'll be on Sunday night. Tell us what you think about tonight's game. Be interested to know your views, and you will be welcome. There is none of this nasty Palace fan rivalry between us and any other club. You'll be welcome to join us. Just jump on and give us your thoughts. Put your comments in the box below, okay, on Sunday night. Tell us that you're there, and the producer will get in touch with you and offer you an opportunity to pop on the show live. You'll be more than welcome. Anyway, guys, good luck for the rest of the season. Not tonight, obviously, okay, but good luck for the rest of the season. Thank you for having me on. My name has been Nick Philpott. All the best here. Take care.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Justin from Green Street Hammers here, talking to you from Chicago with the match preview of tomorrow's match. West Ham taking on Palace at Selhurst Park. It's an interesting matchup. Obviously, West Ham are riding high after 5 consecutive wins in a row to start off the year, which I saw on Twitter was the first time West Ham have ever done that in a calendar year, winning their first 5 matches of a calendar year. First time in their club's history, so pretty incredible. But yeah, obviously we're riding high, but we also have not beaten Palace in our last 4 attempts. Haven't beaten them since I think December of 2018, I remember seeing. They've always been a tough competitor. Palace is, a grinded out team, defense first. Roy Hodgson, I think, has done a pretty good job there since he's nothing spectacular, but they've always managed to be pretty safe, not really mingling about the bottom three ever. And then they also have some really solid players, especially attacking-wise. Wilfred Zaha, Andros Townsend. They added Eberici Eze, a West Ham target. And then they have Benteke, who could put the ball in the net. He scored against us earlier this season. But yeah, like I said, we're riding high, though. We have the form. If you look at Palace, they've struggled a bit. They've lost, or they haven't won in their last 3 matches. But they haven't scored in either of those 3 matches, which includes their last match, a 4-0 loss to City. And again, it is City, and City are riding high as well. City are probably the most informed team in the league. But yeah, Palace have been struggling over the last month, or the last few weeks. So I am confident. However, like I said, it's always been a tough battle. I think the matchup to look out for is that matchup with Zaha, their best player, their leading scorer with 8 goals so far this season. He really looks like a man on a mission this year. More interested. Maybe he's trying to get a bigger club to really get interested in him and make a proper bid for him in the summer. But he's playing really well, some of his best soccer in a Palace jersey. So the matchup I'm looking out for is who can contain him. Kufal will be the man tasked with that responsibility. And what a signing he's been for just £5 million. One of the best right backs in the Premier League. I think he has the joint most assists out of all right backs in the Premier League. So I have confidence in Vladimir that he can get the job done. If we can nullify Zaha, I have a lot of confidence that we can get something from this game. My predicted lineup, it's going to be pretty standard. You got Fabs in goal. I don't think there's any surprise there. And then I also don't think there's any surprise with the back 4. Kufal, obviously a right back. Center back, Ogbonna and Dawson. And then left back Cresswell, who's obviously had a great season himself. Rice and Souček, even though Souček played about 70 minutes on Saturday, obviously Moyes believes he can also play on just a few days later. So start those 2 sitting in front of the back 4. And then I think you'll have I think the same lineup as the last league game, which was Benrahma, Bowen on the wings, and then Fornals playing a sort of central role. I think that suits Fornals a little bit better. He got a goal as well on Saturday. I don't see Lanzini starting. I definitely see Fornals starting, and that's who I would start as well in the middle there. And then Antonio up top, pretty standard. He's played very well for us as a striker. But yeah, in terms of predictions, there's something about Palace, especially at Selhurst Park, where I just know it's going to be a tough game. We never seem to really figure them out to the point of beating them, obviously. We haven't beaten them in over 2 years now. My heart says a West Ham win, but I do think I'm going to go with a draw. Actually, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, the same scoreline as the reverse fixture earlier this year. I do think they'll nick a goal, whether that be Benteke again, maybe a Zaha goal, and I think we will as well. I don't see us losing this match. I think we're in too good a form to lose. It'll be tough. It'll be another grinded out point, and I'd take the point, honestly. I'd take it. At Selhurst Park, I always seem to have a little bit of trouble against Palace, so I'd take it. So yeah, thanks for listening to this match preview. As always, come on, you Irons.
For West Ham fans everywhere, this is the ultimate football app for you. Never miss a thing with the latest West Ham news, gossip and social stories as they break. Download the free COY Irons app now from the App Store and Google Play.